Om Jananim Sharadam Devi Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. So, Sri Ramakrishna is awakening in us a new awareness to respond to the presence of the divine everywhere, especially when the festivity is going on. Grief and desire for pleasure disappear. But can one see God as formless reality? Of course, one can. Can one not see God as formless reality? Mother's presence, Sri Ramakrishna is explaining in the previous small thing. Look at the beauty of the hall. The light of the Divine Mother seems to have lighted the whole place. Such a sight fills the heart with joy. Grief and desire for pleasure disappear. This is what Sri Ramakrishna says. After that, Sri Ramakrishna is continuing because Vigraha is there, form is there, and her presence. It is easy to feel the presence of the Divine Mother. And awareness. The elaborate puja that was going on all through, bhajans are going on. So he is feeling that now we are seeing the divine with form. He is again asking the question, but can we not see God as formless reality? Of course, one can. But not if one has the slightest trace of worldliness. Now, regarding festivity, we saw in the last class how the festivity makes you perceive the radiations or the percolation of the divine through the matter, nature. How can we see the divine in and through? That's what has been, Sri Ramakrishna is making us to penetrate into the nature and see the divine. At least everywhere you cannot see. Some fighting is going on, you may not be able to see. Though, after realization, you see the fun of the divine has become all that. That's why Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in Vibhuti Yoga, you can see me there, you can see me here. Various objects, wherever you see something good and great, there you can feel my presence. Then what about bad and wrong? Is he not there? Has he not become that? God has become all that what exists. What about bad? Yes, bad is also God. But you can't see now. Slightest desire for in the world is there. The difference between right and wrong and good and bad will remain. When you transcend all things, all inner forces are dissolved, then you will see the one exists and everything has become. Before itself, if I say everything is God, then the trend is to take that word and hold on to the bad rather than to good. Yes, this is also God. How the mind works, it is under the sway of past tendencies, vasanas. Vasanamaya manas. If you give a small license, it will hold on to that. It wants some excuse to hold on to the world and enjoyments. There it says, from bad come to good. Good also to live one day. From good, go to the spiritual. So, from one to the other, higher and higher truth we are moving about. So, Sri Ramakrishna is, you may not be able to see the divine everywhere. You have to see one day. But for the present, at least where functions, puja is going on, function is going on, celebrations are going on, festivity is going on, just try to see the divine there. Many people try to escape the festivity and celebrations and all. They think sitting in a room and doing japa is sufficient. But one day we have to transcend all these limitations and try to see divine in everybody, in everything. For some time in the sadhana, we may keep ourselves away from the bad people and bad things till we grow into a tree. The fencing is necessary. But all through the life, I am going to hold on only to good people and leave the bad people. Doesn't sound. You'll never be able to see or understand God in totality or even a little, because God is everything. You are made to see in some places and expand from there. One day you have to see everything has become God. In fact, every object is an object of worship. And it's directly, you can, even bad things. But Sri Ramakrishna says that is backdoor entry. And invariably, if the slightest vasana is there, instead of seeing God, he will become a dog. He will be tempted. He will be made to fall into the pit. And a day will come actually in the life, going on seeing divine, divine, divine. The material world disappears from the awareness. The penetrating vision of God alone remains. Wherever you see, whomever you see, you start seeing divine. Like that. So we have to avoid certain people, but never hate, never dislike, keep away, because you are not strong. Not there is something wrong there. You are not strong enough. Your eyes have not been awakened. The inner eye to see the divine has not come up. So wherever you can see. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling, see here. We begin with the form, four-handed, two-handed, anthropomorphic picture of God. Begin. It is easy to love an image like a human, because we are humans, we are accustomed to love humans. So it is easy to find that oneness, closeness, as if I am praying and he's listening. Slowly we go towards the form, stage by stage. From the form, we just go to just where the limbs and head has been taken away, because they turn inward. Senses are turned inward, limbs are turned inward, and the whole picture looks like a Shivalinga. From anthropomorphic picture, we come to the plain Shivalinga, where you don't have limbs, but there is an emblem to feel the presence of the divine. From there, slowly you are taken to the water. Try to see God in this water. Water doesn't have its own form. Stone emblem has a form of its own. But when you come to water, you will not have it doesn't have any specific form. It takes the form of the container. Suppose Shiva-like container is there, water becomes Shiva-like. If you take Vishnu tumbler, you will see that water has become. If you take a pipe like it looks, you take a flat thing, it looks like flat. Whatever is the container, that shape it takes. So you are understanding God in a different form. From there, you are taken, try to see God in the air. You can't see God, air itself, but you can feel. One of the senses is still able to perceive the air. When breeze comes, when you move, when you blow from your mouth, you can feel the air's presence. You are going beyond the other senses. Only sense of touch. Then feel in the space. Space you cannot touch also. It is a conception. Space is a conception. Limited by the limits which is around it. The space here looks like a hall. Remove the hall, it looks like the space is surrounded by, whatever is surrounded by, it looks like a plain land. Like that, slowly you will expand the space where no objects are there, only space is there. And from there, the spaceless existence, the God. So how to gross most should subtle and beyond. What is kept alive is the same love which loved that form, is loving in various aspects. I saw a mother. She was bringing up a child. And something happened and mother lost her eyes. Now she is not able to see the baby anymore. Same love intensified. She is able to love that baby more intensely, and she is not able to see anymore. One sense is gone away, but love has not decreased. Like that, we are not able to see the form, but love continues the same. From the visible, perceivable object to imperceptible reality. The love, the faith, the feeling, the presence, then slowly realization dawns. So here Sri Ramakrishna is asking, but can we not see God as formless reality? Of course one can. What is the condition? But not if one has the slightest trace of worldliness. What do we call worldliness? Worldliness is attachment to material things, matter. I am attached to a child, it's a matter. I don't see a child independent of the body. Matter, I am holding on to matter. I am attached to my car, my cell phone. Most important things with which people move about. Things. And you see, it is holding on to matter, material thing, and material enjoyments. Tasty food, contact with people, all these family attachments, material, this is all comes under the worldliness. We may possess all that, either seeing divine or as belonging to divine, disowning my ownership. We suppose what doesn't matter. It is no more mine. But here we see how the attachments to the worldliness deprives us of understanding the impersonal aspect of God. Of course, one can, but not if one has the slightest trace of worldliness. Worldliness and spiritual awareness, they are opposite to it, as matter as spirit. The rishis of olden times, the both don't go together. The rishis of olden times renounced everything and then contemplated on Sachidananda, the invisible Brahman, indivisible Brahman. Now, you see, morning they used to get up, finish their morning ablutions and all that, take some food to feed this body, and retire from the home and go to some remote places and spend the whole day in contemplation on the Brahman. They have renounced. Renunciation is detachment. We don't use the term detachment so easily. Here, detachment, dispassion. Another term is vairagya, dispassion. Dispassion is, I am not detaching. I am becoming unaware of its existence. I am giving up my ownership on that. Some means, whatever be the means you adopt to dissociate your authority on that, power on that, my ownership on that, is dispassion, vairagya, viraga. Viraga, it is there. I have 1 crore of rupee, yes, it is there. I am not attached to it, or I don't claim it as mine. Its presence is not there in my mind. I am not holding that in my mind. It is there. It is there. Because it is not me. It is not my body also. It is there. Everything we have to live in this world and go. I cannot say anything. In Ishavasya we saw, Tena tyaktena punjita. Disown and enjoy. Don't say it is mine. It is God's. So, detachment, here in spiritual sense, it is dispassion. Mind, my inner antaranga, is not holding that. It is there with me in my possession. But I am not of that. That is not there in my consciousness. That is not in my awareness. There is no sense of mineness in that. Or I am going to use it. It is exclusively from me. I am not going to derive any joy or this one. Maybe it may be feeding me. If it is not there also, my life will go on. So all things, he has attended to everything, taking care of everything, but with a sense of detachment, or what we call dispassion. Now, Sri Ramakrishna gives the beautiful example like a maid servant in a master's house. She is taking care of every bit. Any sound comes anywhere, she runs and sees what has happened. A dog barking, who has come? Any thief anywhere? Any danger anywhere? And takes the children of those people, my Rama, my Krishna, my Hari. She is taking care of the children as if they are her own. But evening she has to leave everything and go. Bank manager, taking care of the whole treasury of millions of rupees. Treasury is there, he is taking care. He doesn't have the sense of mind. But he is doing all the duties. He is taking care of children, earning everything is doing, but the sense of I, mine is not there, belongs to me is not there. It is somebody's, I am only a trustee to take care of it. The whole thing, children belong to God. I have only duties to perform and offer it as a worshipper to God. So this is dispassion. So when dispassion comes, then we see a new world, a world of divine. There is no worldliness in that. Worldliness has gone away. Now spiritual vision is there. He is able to see divine everywhere, in everything. The divine awareness. So worldliness, the rishis of the olden time renounced everything, not their duties and responsibilities, and then contemplated on Satchidananda. What is holding us is mindness in that. That is given. Oh, objects are not thrown away. Oh, children are objects of attachment. Let me send them away into exile somewhere. Or throwing them in the ocean. No. Nothing is discarded. Nothing is thrown away. Everything is taken care. That is not there in my mind. My mind is not holding anything, nor they are holding my mind. So this is contemplated on Satchidananda, renounced everything, renounced Tyaga, everything, and contemplated such calm and pleasant. Who will feed those people if they contemplate from morning and to evening? Those were the days when nature fed every jiva to the utmost. Cows were there, they go graze and come. Some person or other, just like he is doing all through his life, some service. Morning before coming, evening after sunset he goes back. He cleans the cow shed, ties the cows, feeds them. Daytime, somebody else will go, youngsters will go, children will go, get the things from the forest, the wood for fire, so many things, whatever is needed. It is a collective effort, and because he is devoting his life to God, God takes care of important thing, the health of those people. They don't lack anything. Healthy body, which can bear all the stresses and strains of life. All sufferings, if at all are there, it's just a joy. And then, whatever need is there, Mother Nature will take care. Small needs of life. A plant is giving continuously fruits, out of season also, by grace of Mother. Something cropping up, somebody taking care. Nature will arrange. If you are true and sincere sadhaka, aspiring for higher, small amount of work we have to do, because it's a part of our life that none of the faculties given by God is going waste and is dedicated back to God. Physical little work, intellectual, mental, everything is done. It's like when we feed somebody coming, we feed various objects. We don't just prepare one ganji and it is sufficient for survival, you eat and go. We don't do. We prepare rasam, sambar, chutney, sweets, so many varieties. Like that, God has given me intellect, arms, feet, whole bodily existence, mind, heart, so many. each will be dedicating for the service of the Lord in some way or other. So, offering myself through various means. So, small amount of work, bodily exertion pleases the nature and it is utilized for going towards God. So, they contemplated on the indivisible Brahman. The Brahmajnanis of modern times sing of God as immutable, homogeneous ones. The Brahmajnanis of modern times, referring to the members of the Brahmos Samaj, sing of God as immutable, homogeneous. It sounds very dry to me. It seems as if the singers themselves do not enjoy the sweetness of God's bliss. What is the difference between Sat Chit Ananda, Sat existence, consciousness, bliss absolute, Ananda Sagara, and immutable? The moment the immutable term comes, it appears as if it is something material understanding has brought into the spiritual world. It's good words to identify, but not to contemplate on that. It is marks of identification. Apart from the marks of identification, to move, there is a person, there is an existence. He has a black mark on his, how to identify? He has a black mark on his forehead. Oh, black mark on his forehead. The person is there. Lovable person is there. An object, it's entirely different. It is a mark given. So immutable is a mark. You cannot enjoy it. But when you want to see the rasa of the thing, it's a very nice person. So humble, so knowledgeable. When we say, we hold on to this more than his qualities and his nature, how it would be. Like that Sri Ramakrishna is feeling that immutable and homogeneous, like water and milk is mixed up, homogeneous solution. It sounds very dry to me. It seems as if singers themselves do not enjoy the sweetness of God's bliss, Ananda Swarupa. That Ananda Swarupa has not to be forgotten. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.